Welcome to CATtheMinion. I'm doing card of the day. I know I haven't been doing it at all consistently. I've been just uh, really kind of overwhelmed and or stricken for most of January, but I'm making some really good progress in everything. So I've been thinking about how to get back into card of the day more consistently, but we'll get there. Um, at any rate, it's just a hit on whatever day I'm feeling more compelled to read for the day for now, and then I'm gonna work on getting a handle on it more. I have some ideas for readings that I want to do. I've got one or two entities that want to be channeled, and I've been thinking about doing some pickup piles again, and I want to do a week overview pretty soon. If I want it to encompass the full moon in a couple days, I probably should do that tomorrow. Because I want to hit the full moon energy. I want to hit the Mercury retrograde energy that's coming up too. So we've been dealing with Uranus going retrograde post shadow of it going direct for like 12 days now. It's it's been a little rough, but not too bad. There's a lot going on, sort of turbo mode, all the things. So I'm doing card of the day for today. I'm doing it late in my time zone. I'm doing it for the 26th, but I mean it's basically just whenever you hit these energies or whenever you find this reading. It could be tomorrow or in 2 weeks or in like 3.5 years. So it's just to sort of say 126 is the day this was done to differentiate it between ones that are from different days. So, that being said, I'm using this brand new to me deck. It's called Elemental Hexagons. Took me a while to build up the confidence and the savings to purchase it. It's not really that expensive, but I think the seller just has them bundled to where you have to buy three of them to so that they can afford to like print them and send them out. And I don't mind that. So it was like $50, but it's otherwise there's nowhere else to get it. So as I feel like it was a fair deal. So here's the cards, and I was trying to clear them and I didn't feel like they were clearing, and I was like, well, maybe I just haven't shuffled it enough to know what they sound like when I smack the two halves together. So I tried to do it again, and I managed to get like 4 of the cards over there and the other 56 of them on the floor on the other side. Thankfully none of them went in the trash because it's kind of gross in there right now, but yeah, I played a game of 60 pickup right before I started this video, so I think that constitutes clearing the deck. I'm just doing another little shuffly here. So I went through the little pamphlet, I grouped them up and looked at them a couple of times, and I did use them for the Capricorn February reading. But I haven't used them besides that yet, and I'm excited because I've wanted these for about a year. So I have to be sort of discerning in which decks I get. Not only because I don't want to overwhelm, I want to make sure that I like learn the decks as I get them, and also because I'm not rolling in the dough right now. So I think it helps to pace myself. And I just modded 3 of my decks so the energy changed a little bit in them, especially the Morgan Greer, because I didn't trim that one like I did the other 2 that I modded. I colored the backs of every single card in the deck, which took 5 days. So that one, the energy completely shifted. So I have to get used to that again. It's like getting a new deck. Anyway, I got a palette, not a palette, a tablet. I got a tablet so that I can finish my Angel Oracle deck. And I got it like a month ago. And I haven't opened it yet. But I'm gonna get there. It's on my to-do list. Because my energy hasn't been stable enough to deal with technology. I might end up waiting until after the 30th, but we'll see. I'm starting to envision myself working on it. And I'd like to get it done. In theory, I'd like to get it done before the end of winter, but we'll see how long it takes. As my painting sits here for like another 6 months untouched. But I'll finish him eventually. He knows I'm not going to work on him until I'm feeling it. Okay, so I have one that slipped out, so we'll take this one. Sodium. Look at that, number 11, universal timing. I guess it's... my webcam sucks, I know. Eventually I'll get a new one. All things in moderation. And also the temperance card, which is 14, which breaks down to 5, which is a shift or a pivot. So these are grouped. It's in this group called the Name of the Pharaoh, and under health. Sodium is, essentially salt, as we know it. Sodium chloride, similar to potassium chloride. So what I found was most compelling about this card, and I know it's hard to see on here, but this mummy has its face wrapped, and normally when we see mummies, they've already taken the wrapping off the face because they want to see who it is. Oh, it's in front of me. It's like, where's my marker? On the desk in front of my face. So what's interesting about this mummy is I'm going to draw it on the thing here. The face wrappings are square. And I didn't draw the edges correctly. They're interlocked at the edges. It's more like this. Very delicately wrapped, each layer over the next, like in terraces towards the center of the face. And in that way, it actually looks, to me, it looks a lot like the way that I draw people's energy bodies. And I'll put a slide. Am I going to put a slide? I wasn't, oh, okay. Maybe I will have to edit this and put a slide in. I'll put a slide in. Oh, is it gonna mess up? It might mess up the sound. I'll do the thumbnail image for this video, what I'm talking about. And if you're like not catching it from the thumbnail, then you'll just go to my YouTube channel until you find it. It'll be in the card of the day playlist. But or you can go in my link tree, go to my DeviantArt, go to the psychedelic folder, and then you'll be able to see a bunch of the energy body people. But this is what it reminds me of. So we're dealing here, it's sort of, we're maintaining the energy in the physical body. But what is this? Things in moderation, right? And it's this idea of like, something is too salty. Like, ooh, I feel sick. I feel dehydrated. Something is not salty enough. I'm like, man, this has no flavor. It's like dry. It needs a little zing. Now, what's interesting is that sodium chloride, table salt, is actually just a bunch of little crystals, right? Edible crystals. And you know, people use crystals for healing and storing information and things like that. And it's this idea of, again, the idea of moderation is like, don't over drain your batteries. Don't like work on addictions. Because I keep getting like, I keep hearing crystal meth in the back of my head, right? And the name of the game here is health. This idea of align your body energies. If you feel like you're having a hard time with under, I don't know what, underindulgence or overindulgence on something that your physical body or your energy bodies need, now is the universal time to begin clearing that. Which is part of why I haven't been posting as many videos, because my physical body needs a little bit of this energy right here. A little bit of shosh. So let's take a look at the bottom of the deck just for funsies. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I love this one. Barium. These, it looks kind of like turds on here. They're crystal rosettes in a brown color. And it kind of looks like, it gives the idea of like dried flowers, and usually they're like pressed and just dried, but I mean, the idea of drying a human body is with a lot of salt, right? And they used to do like salt pork in a barrel and stuff like that as a preservative. This says the roses and thorns, wisdom number 56, which, hello, breaks down to 11. And it's the it goes with the star card. Which is 17, Aquarian energy, which is a lot of Aquarian energy right now, no matter who you are. I don't care who you are. There's a lot of Aquarian energy. Uranus just went direct. Mars is hanging out in Taurus with Uranus. And then Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, all in Aquarius. It says, this is also the name of the pharaoh, but this one is strength, which makes sense too, because 17 breaks down to 8, which is normally the strength card. I was going to say, let me look up barium, but I'm thinking barometric. So it's snowing outside right now, and I haven't been sleeping well or much for a few days, especially at night. So I crawled out of bed after like 3 hours of sleep. And then right before it started snowing this afternoon, I was like, I need sleep. And a lot of the time when the barometric pressure changes, it makes me really sleepy. And this idea of I'm rebuilding my strength, I'm rebalancing, I need to preserve my energy. And the stars is sort of like I'm navigating towards this balance, this shift to, I'm shifting my feet to stay balanced on my pogo ball. If you're too young to understand that reference, I'm shifting my weight to balance on my rolly sneakers. Yeah, that's it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out my playlists tab my discussion tab and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Um, everything you need, linktree.com, linktr.ee/CATtheMinion, if I could say it correctly. If you want to donate to my channel, that's PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. If you have any questions, you can email me. Complete list of readings is going to be in the description box below, or just email me for that. I've got merch and prints and actual art items. On Etsy, I've got my chapbook packs. It's like a synchronicity stimulus. If you need that little extra sauce from the universe, I would recommend that. If you get 3 or more items, you get 17% off. That coupon code is through the link tree automatically, and then I've got coloring books and poetry and stuff, so all that in the link tree. We'll see you later. Bye.